nobody can touch you. If there is anything that will touch you, it can only touch you in the holies of holies. The moment you cannot die in the holies of holies, outside the holies of holies, nothing can kill you. That is the wonders of intimacy. That's why some people are indestructible. I don't know if you are getting me. When you look at the conditions of the holies, when you see the chain that goes on your waist and they say this chain is for your death, if you mess up there, we pull you out. You may not want to go into the holies of holies. Are you hearing me? But that is a negative fear of God. The fear of God is not to take you away. The fear of God is to bring you close. We call it reverential fear. So one of the conditions for the wonders of intimacy is the fear of the Lord. The fear of the Lord. Underline that. One of the conditions that you must fulfill to have access to the wonders of intimacy is the fear of the Lord. And the wonder you enjoy, one of them is indestructibility. Ability to live above every powers of the enemy. Nothing can touch you. Let me give you an example. Two people committed an offense. Hi! Two people in the book of Exodus. And this offense has a punishment that is capital punishment. The two people that committed the offense that God got angry about, one of them is Miriam, the elder sister of Mary. The other one, Aaron, the senior brother of Moses. But Aaron happened to be the high priest who always appear in the holies of, whose abode is the holies of, whose dwelling is in the holies of. Two of them. And the Lord said, come out that I may talk to you, both of you. And the Lord brought them out. And after the judgment, Miriam was struck with leprosy. He turned white. And the Lord said, put him out of the camp. Even at the intervention of Moses, the Lord refused. The sin was committed against God. Even though it was committed against Moses, God was the one that really got annoyed. But I was waiting to hear what will happen to the Aaron, the second participant in this crime. Guess what? Nothing. The wonders of intimacy. He is covered. He is untouchable. Even the Almighty respect that intimacy. There is a man that is also very intimate with God. The Lord called him a man after my very heart. This goes beyond just two party. This goes beyond acquaintances. This goes beyond God and man. The Lord has crossed our boundary to refer to David as a man after his heart. David is not after my power. David is not after the wealth I can bring. David is after my heart. If I breathe, David knows. Before I think, David knows. If David comes to my presence, he knows what to bring for me. Before he comes in, he knows exactly my protocol. David is a man. This same man woke up one day. Thank you, sir. He woke up one day. Nothing happened. There was no provocation anywhere. He came out of the place and called the commander. Go and do census in the entire Israel. Let me know the number of the people of Israel. And the Lord has commanded that his people are too numerous to be numbered. Do not number my people. David woke up and said, number them. In case you think he forgot, the commander said, may my Lord not commit this mistake before the Lord. The Lord has told us that his people are too numerous to be numbered. Let my Lord not commit this sin before the Lord. But David turned to the soldiers, obey the last command. So the commander went and start numbering the people. Get what happened? The Lord got annoyed and sent his prophet to David and said, David, woo! I'll be 2 or 3 things. Choose what you want me to do with you. Hello, choose. 1, I package you to your enemy for quick judgment. 2, I don't know if his angel was part of the deal. I hand you over to my angel. 3, I handle you myself. I don't know if it's 2 or 3. Confirm. 3, I handle you myself. To number 1, David said, my enemy. Because he's a man after God's heart, he recognized the 5 attributes I call. One of them is called what? Merciful. The second one is called what? Loving kindness. The third one is called what? Grace. Graceful. The 4th one, forgiveness. Put these things 3 together or 4 together. Even judgment has been dwarfed. That's why the Bible said, your mercy prevail even over your judgment. David knows this secret because he's always after the secret of God. So he chose God. How can you choose God? The one that kills and make it alive. How can you choose God? The consuming fire. How can you choose God? With the turn of his hand, the entire earth can be squeezed. How can you choose God? Who with the look of his eye, the whole planet can be consumed. How can you choose God? But David knows with all this awesome power, there is a character of God that others do not know. And David said, oh Lord, I fall into your hand. I will not fall into the hand of my enemy. Neither will I fall into the hand of these wicked angels. They may not know when to stop. But I will fall into your hand. For thou art merciful. That can only come from intimate relationship. But what surprised me is this. When David fell into the hand of God, God started killing the other innocent people in their homes. God just started killing them. And he was just killing them. And I think even up to or close to 100,000 people were dying. And when they started dying, David said, oh God, have you forgotten? I am the one that sinned. Hey! God did not even answer him. But his mercy kicked in. He said, take a sacrifice and run into the house of Harun and raise me an altar, and the plague will cease. God was the one that instituted judgment. He was the one that gives solution to it. Say mercy. Say mercy. That can only come from this God. And it's a secret of his wonders. It's a secret of his wonders. David committed sin not once, not even twice. He almost committed the 3rd one. If not for the wife of Nabal that came to him, he would have slaughtered them dead, finished the village, because the man refused to give him food. So when the woman come, what he said, thank God you have saved me from this sin of avenging myself. But God will not touch who? David. Why? Intimacy. May you be intimate with this God. When you come out of the holies of holies, every man will bow before you. Every powers of the enemy will bow before you. Principality will take off at the mention of your name as a result of the intimate relationship you have with Jehovah. You can't be around him and not carry his fragrance around. When you stand too close to him, the smell of the altar will envelop your being. And anywhere you appear, even in the coven of witches, you are a consuming fire. For he maketh his minister a flame of fire. Have you taken time to identify who is his minister? His minister can only be those who stay with him and minister to him, not minister to themselves or not minister to people. He maketh his minister. So one of the attributes of intimacy is that you are a carrier of fire. I'm not talking the grace I have mentioned. The second one is what? You carry what? Fire. Why? You minister to God. You cannot minister to God without being with him. To minister is to serve him from his presence. You do not minister to God from afar. You come to him and you minister to him. Your life is a ministry to him. Your actions is a ministry to him. Your worship is a ministry to him. Everything you have, minister to God. The moment you step out of that arena, you are a flaming fire. When people are praying, oh Lord, save me on this journey, you just enter motor and go. When there is a war, you don't need to do anything. As you step out, every other thing step off. No any altar mention your name and stay alive. The heaven will respond with thunder because you are a flaming fire. It is a result of intimacy with God. When you minister to him from the very presence of throne, you cannot minister from outer court. You cannot minister from the holies. You minister to God in the holies of holies. Every activities in the holy was for man to eat. They bring the shewbread, they eat. They bring the meat, they eat. They bring everything, they eat. In the holies of holies, you go with blood and the prayers of the saints. And you minister to God. Thou art worthy. Thou art worthy, oh Lord. Worthy, oh Lord, to receive glory, honor, and power. For thou hast created all things for thy pleasure. Oh, and created. There is none holy as there is holy, 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 the Lord, holy, holy, holy. Then you come before his throne and you are ministering to him, the angels take over that place. In the holies of holies, one of the visible characteristics of his presence is the presence of seraphim and seraphim. They are the guards of the mercy seat. So you cannot lack the ministry of angels when you have intimate relationship with this God. The ministry of angel is automatic for you in the holies of holies. Remember when Jesus entered into the holies of holies in the Gethsemane and began to pray and blood started coming out. Jesus said, I am so much pressed to the point of death. Strength left him. What happened? The angel came and ministered to him, and he was strengthened to continue. And he rose up and said, Father, not my will, but your will. That is an attribute of the holies of holies, angelic ministration. You cannot be in the holies of holies and express tiredness in the church. You don't express tiredness. I will journey from here on Sunday. Come and partake of the blood that gives you access to the holies of holies. Come and partake. Come and partake. Come and partake. We are raising a generation of people who are true worshippers of God, who worship the Lord in spirit and in truth, who are not tired of his presence, who are ministered to God, who do not come to church and expect to be ministered to all the time. You are here to minister to God. Lago di Shilia. Ambulu Shilia Kamkodia. Maloshi nega kododo Kishile de Bodo. Makandala Shile Hinado. Really a Konkorodo Shile. Melakundelosha. Yakongorodo Shile Yakopotoria Baba. Linda Leishi Akandalada. Lemandelosia. Melekundeleshi. Lingorodo Shilegere Motoboria. La Shile de Moria. Overflow me.
Overflow me. Overflow me again. Overflow me.
As you eat the flesh, the Holy Ghost will overflow you.
Overflow me.
There will be an overflow of his mercy, of his loving kindness, of his grace.